Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I'm Steve, and welcome to the Lucky Dice Antiques YouTube channel. I am a thrifter and reseller, and take this opportunity with videos here on YouTube to show a lot of the things that I have procured recently at thrift stores or yard sales or wherever. And that's what I'm going to do today. So let's get to it. First up, I have a Johnny Bench bobblehead, and I won this at a show recently. Did put my name and number down on the thing, and they drew my name out, and I won this from a radio station here in Bloomington, Indiana. And it's really cool. Johnny Bench is from my era of growing up watching the Cincinnati Reds play baseball. But my reseller side is really tempted to just sell it because I like bobbleheads. I don't have like a collection of them or anything, but I do have a couple up on my shelf that you can't see that I like. This one, I looked up and I've got my comps on a little post-it here. In the last few weeks, this has sold on eBay for anywhere from, it looks like the lowest it sold for was 25, that includes shipping, and the most it sold for was 40. So he's probably going on eBay. And yeah. And let's see. So there's an antique store here in Bloomington. I might have mentioned it before, Westbury Antique Mall, that is currently going out of business. As I record this video on May 26th, they go out of business on the 31st. They announced this at the beginning of May, and I've been out there a couple times because a lot of the vendors are just marking their stuff down. And I was there on this past weekend, and some of the booths are moving, so they're not really having sales. But some of the others are having sales as much as 75% off. And so I picked up a few things, and I say all that while I'm holding a glass that I bought at Goodwill. That doesn't make any sense. I do have things in my pile to show that I got at the antique mall, but it clicked with me while I was talking that this item actually came from Goodwill, and it is a, let's see, it's a Frank Lloyd Wright Foundation. It's got that stamp on the bottom, and there's the price tag, 69 cents. Probably not going to be able to see the stamp. I can see it from this side. It's actually printed. The stamp is printed so that you read it from inside the glass. But yeah, it's not going to show up on the camera. Regrettably, as I sat here holding it, I noticed that the art is in really bad shape on this. So this was not a good buy. I was not paying attention to that at all. And you think I would have learned that by now, but anyhow, I don't even know anything about Frank Lloyd Wright Foundation and drinking glasses and that, but because I didn't know, I thought it was more unique than some of the things I see on a regular basis, which is why I picked it up. And obviously, picked it up in too much of a hurry and didn't look it over closely enough. Also, from that same Goodwill trip, I picked up this drinking glass, and it's actually from McDonald's, and you can see the Archie looking, well, not Archie, the arch looking McDonald's arch right there all the way around. I looked this one up in the store because I was curious about it, did a lens search, and learned that it is from McDonald's. And it also says McDonald's if you look at the right side of the glass. I think I was looking at this side and assumed that that pattern was consistent, but it's not. Breaks right there with the McDonald's logo. But so I picked that up as well at Goodwill. And now we'll move into the things I actually bought at the antique mall, starting with I just had a moment of fear. I'm like, am I recording? Because invariably, a lot of times when I'm out and about, and I want to video something, just moving my camera from camera to video, I have this stupid subconscious thought that I'm videoing, and I'll do this and take in all the action and realize I've never hit the record button. Fortunately, I did hit the record button, so that's good. I didn't waste the first 4.5 minutes talking to a camera that wasn't recording. So I picked up this flask. It is a Dapper Chap Mustache Hip Flask. The Dapper Chap, did I say mustache? I think so. Anyway, it's a mustache-shaped flask. If I can get it out of the box here. See, so when I drink, I have a mustache. So, not something I would typically buy, especially at the price they had on it, but with it was 75% off, it was just like over $1 something. So I went ahead and bought it. And let's see. I bought, these are also from the antique mall at varying discounts because I bought them in different booths. I bought a little brass elephant. I just thought he was cool and cute and small. Makes him easier to ship, you know. And so I bought that elephant. And then I also bought a little like ceramic elephant that is marked Japan on his side there. And he's about the same size as this elephant. Hello, I'm an elephant. I'm an elephant too. But anyway, so I picked up 2 elephants. And I also picked up an ashtray. And I think I've said before, I know ashtrays don't sell well. But again, at 75% off, I think I paid like $0.25 for this one. Maybe 50 cents. It is from Trader Lee, a restaurant in LaFrac City. And it's got apparently an address, 9717 Horace Harding Expressway, Queens, New York, and it has its phone numbers as well. And it's got the faces that look similar to the faces that are associated with the theater, but I don't think they're exactly that. So anyway, I have an ashtray to add to my stack of ashtrays that I showed in the last video, which I haven't listed yet either. So I picked up a set of salt and pepper shakers. These are from Colorado. And I did look at the art on these and felt like it was pretty good. And again, like 50 cents for the set, I think. You can see the trace on this one of a sticker, if it'll focus. Will it? I don't think it's going to. It said Japan, and the trace of this sticker is even less, but nonetheless, they were at one point marked Japan. They do have their stoppers, and yeah. I bought a shoehorn for the Eagle Ridge Inn and Resort. I'm not sure why I bought a shoehorn. I bought a shoehorn recently, and I don't really need 2 shoehorns because it would take a lot of dexterity to use two shoehorns at once. It's even hard to say, 2 shoehorns. I bought this. It's some sort of, well, it's Harley Davidson. It's heavy. It's metal. It's got a couple holes in the back, so it must have been, there I am in the reflection. Hi. But anyway, I figured, and the Harley thing's cool on the front. It's got a skull below it. And I figured for the price, again, at a significant discount, and being Harley Davidson, it would have some resale value. This was like $0.25. It probably doesn't have resale value, but it was $0.25. And it is the handyman counter. And this was so you could keep track of what you were spending when you went shopping, like when you went to the grocery store. And I say that in past tense because I've not seen anybody using these in a grocery store in a long, long time, if ever, because when I was a kid, I don't think I would have even noticed. But anyhow, it does only go to $99.99. So obviously it's telling its age there a little bit. It's marked on the back, patent pending, Hong Kong. But you can click through and let's see which end am I at. Oh, I clicked on dollars. But if I click, there, and when you get to like 9, then the next one goes up because now you're at $2 and you were at 90, you were at $1.90 something, and then you got to $2. So I don't need to explain math to you, or do I? I hope not. I picked up a Garfield mug. Again, it was like 50 cents. It's a 1978 mug. I think I have sold 1 or 2 of these in the past, so cautiously optimistic that I can sell that. I I'm ready for a spot of tea with my fancy little floral tea cup and saucer that was made in Japan. So I have those. The plate's marked Japan, the cup is not, but it goes with it. So it likely was made in Japan as well, don't you think? And then let's see, I have precarious here. I bought a looks like a jar. It's a glass. It is from Arby's. I don't know if you can see it. Yep, Arby's. It is for a Colts player, Ty. I think his name was Ty Hilton. I know it's Hilton because it says Hilton. His signature's there. Pretty sure it says Ty, and that does sound familiar to me. This came from Goodwill, and I'm hoping that it has some appeal here in the local Indiana area. I'm not in Indianapolis, but hopefully in the Indiana area. This came from the Antique Mall. It's a milk glass goblet, and no marking on it, but I got this. And I got a few postcards just because they were super cheap, and I like to send postcards sometimes, and none of these have been written on the back, so why are there only 5 here? I bought 6. Did they short me at the store? Because it was 3 for $1. Oh, those two were stuck together. 4, 5, 6, yeah. So that's postcards. And then lastly in my pile is a bar caddy to hold napkins and straws and whatever. And this is marked Calvert Extra, American-made whiskey. Builds better drinks. Thought it was I don't know, just kind of unique. Not that unique, but again, the price was right. It came from the 75% off booth, so I picked it up. And that's it for my pile. I went through that really quickly. Maybe I'll grab some more stuff. Wait right there. Okay, I'm back. And I grabbed a box and set it over here, and so I'll go through a little bit more of that stuff, and we'll see what we got. Starting with, I have a Fisher-Price bouncing buggy. So it is, yeah, bouncing buggy. And it's marked copyright 73. They're behind their heads on that label. That's going to be hard for you to see. This cracks me up because it's like metal. There would be no exposed metal like this on toys today. It's got a place for gas, and it kind of suggests to me that maybe there was an accessory with this that I don't have, like maybe a little gas tank. But it's kind of cool because when you roll it along, their heads bob up and down, or they're supposed to. I don't know. It's not working real well, but it's still really cool. And if it doesn't sell, then grandkids can play with it. I bought this is made in Japan. It's a lovely lady, and it's about all there really is to say about her. So there's the lovely lady. And sorry, I had to go off camera to reach into my box. I'll grab a couple things while I'm here and out of your sight. Okay. I bought a grab bag at Goodwill. Yeah. Or was this at the Opportunity House? This was actually at Opportunity House, which is a local thrift store. And I guess it doesn't really matter. I could have just told you it was in a grab bag and left off the whole discussion about which store it was at. So my apologies. I'll try and do better next time. But anyway, I bought the grab bag for this toy specifically, which is a McDonald's Cube game. And it's got, well, let's see, let's not jack it up yet. So it's got her, that guy, Grimace, and Hamburglar. You'll notice on the first two I didn't say their names because I don't know who they are. And they don't have names on here. But anyhow, you can turn the block, and now Hamburglar's feet are with her torso, and like Grimace's head. Isn't that funny? Okay, not really. But it's a cool old vintage toy, 1988, and I liked it. The other stuff from the grab bag is in there, and we'll get to it. I pulled that out because that was what I liked. I got these at a yard sale. I bought 2 for $0.25. They are a little Radio Shack. I think I decided it must be a clock or a timer. So it has buttons on the ends, 1, 2, 3, 4, like you can press there. Nothing happens because the battery is dead. But the buttons say max/min, memory, light, and light. But beyond that, I don't know what they are. It does have a little kickstand on it, so it'll sit up for you. But I figure since they said Radio Shack, and that's kind of a store of days gone by, that maybe I could resell them. Maybe not. Maybe I'll be stuck with 2 paperweights that aren't even heavy enough to hold many papers down. But we shall see. And, oh, okay. This is an NFL team lapel pin. It is a game day pin from September 15th, 2013, when the Miami Dolphins played the Indianapolis Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. It's still in its package, and it's going to have an awful glare, and I apologize. So I found this at a yard sale and kind of walked around. You know, if you go to yard sales, some people are really proud of their stuff and don't want to sell it, and other people just want to get rid of it. You can tell by the way they price their stuff, which they are a lot of times anyway. And this guy seemed pretty reasonable on his prices. So, but this didn't have a tag on it, but I thought, I'll probably be able to get it for a good price. You know, if everything at his yard sale had been priced way high, then I'd have figured he'd be way too high on this, and there was probably not even any point in asking. But anyway, I went up to him and I said, hey, how much for this? And I was like a few feet away from him. And he goes, I don't know, what is it? And I said, it's a NFL pin. And he's like, you can just have it. Score! So the price was right on that. Because I don't know if it has much resale value. I mean, it is from a game 9 years ago. I don't know if there was anything special about that game. But for the price, it was worth picking up, right? I got this at a yard sale. I love that yard sale season has begun. It is basically designed to be an ornament. It's metal, and it's for 9 3/4, and the Harry Potter fans in the group will know that it's a Harry Potter ornament, platform 9 3/4. It's cool the way it's made, that it looks all rusty and crap. Not the other word I started to say. It was made by an artist. It has the tag on it. It says ornament. It was originally $10 by Pittman Design and Fabrication. And there's the guy's email address. But anyway, I got it for 50 cents. And hopefully we'll sell it to a Harry Potter fan. And yeah, I looked down at something and then start to pass it on, and you guys will probably be like, wait, what didn't you show us? It's a little Tiffany and Company bag, and nothing inside it, but it was in a free box at a yard sale. I had it with the ornament because though the ornament does not fit, it lays on the Tiffany bag nicely and then won't scratch anything else up. So now I got to do math because I got to think about how long the last video was. This one, I feel like I'm probably done. So one more thing, if I can find something worth showing. Okay. I picked this book up for $0.25 at a yard sale, and it just cracked me up. It's a small book, but it is the Underachiever's Manifesto, the guide to accomplishing little and feeling great. And on the back it says, lower the bar. If no one in your life thinks you're failing to live up to your full potential, then you've got work to do. And the book is like new inside, and I don't even know if I'll resell it, but it's just, the title cracked me up. Like, yeah, let's be underachievers, and here's a book for us, you know. And I was trying to find something funny to read out of here. It's important to lay out 10 principles that form the foundation of underachievement. So here are the foundations of underachievement. Life's too short. Control is an illusion. These aren't that funny. Let's go on. Man, I wish I could find the flip to the one that I opened the first time I looked at this, because it was really funny. Well, anyway, I could browse and browse and I won't find what I want to read to you. But anyway, here we go. The Underachiever's Manifesto. So with that, the video is done. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, or even if you didn't, please click the like button, and you can always subscribe to my channel. It's still an option if you haven't done it yet. So if you've seen anything in the video you're interested in, let me know. I am recording this in a timely manner this time. Like, I'm recording it on Thursday and I'm going to upload this video tonight. So unlike in the past where I've recorded a video 3 weeks before I posted it, and that by which point things I might have shown may have sold. But in this case, nothing I've shown you has even been listed yet. So if you saw something you're interested in, let me know in the comments or send me an email, luckydiceantiques@gmail.com. So with that, I will bid you adieu until next time. Thanks.